At the beginning of the movie, we will be introduced to a beautiful woman named Tamara, who at that time was getting ready to go on vacation with her friends. But when going to leave, Tamara accidentally heard a news channel on the radio broadcasting about kidnapping news that often happens lately.
Groups have formed as authorities
Not long after that, a man named Jerry suddenly came to invite Tamara to go for coffee. But Tamara immediately refused the invitation just now because she already had an appointment with her female friends.
Of course.
Great. But, I'll call you.
Then Tamara began to contact her two friends named Maddie and Brooke, who were currently at a lake waiting for Tamara's arrival.
You're gonna kill me. I'm still like 2 hours away.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
But after the phone was hung up, Tamara, who was going to continue her journey, suddenly the car she was driving broke down because it ran out of gas. And when Tamara was about to call for help, a truck driven by two men named Merv and Kib came there by stopping near Tamara's car. At first, it seemed that Tamara was so very scared because she was worried if the two of them were bad people. But even though it looked scary, it turned out that the arrival of Merv and Kib was nothing but to help. Even kindly, they also gave the rest of their gasoline to Tamara. Tamara then said thank you, and after that, she hurried on her way. 2 hours later, Tamara finally arrived at her destination and began to join her friends. There, the three girls spent time together having fun at the lake.
Damn. Look at you.
But when they were about to go to the inn without them realizing it, suddenly came a mysterious man who was watching Tamara from a distance. That night, because they were not satisfied having fun, the three sexy girls then got ready again to go to a nightclub to continue the party. And after arriving at their destination without thinking, they immediately ordered a few drinks while enjoying the party at the nightclub.
Enjoy yourselves, all right?
Thank you. Maddie? Oh, my friends are here.
But again came a mysterious man who secretly put dope in Tamara's drink. And it was certain that the mysterious man was certainly a bad person who wanted to harm the girls. This, of course, immediately made Tamara unconscious, who was then approached by the man, where the two men turned out to be none other than Merv and Kib, and in the end, Tamara was taken to their residence. From here, it was revealed that Merv and Kib were two psychopaths who often kidnapped women to be raped and also killed. And if, for example, you remember a news channel on the radio, it turns out that it was the work of Merv and his brother. There, they also planned to make the women the material for their perverted rituals. After they had arrived at Merv's residence, Tamara, who had just woken up, was immediately shocked because now she was awake in a car belonging to a stranger. And feeling something strange, she finally immediately hid under the car. Not long after that, Merv and also Kib came, while bringing their father named Pa to show him the new victim. Of course, Tamara, who was caught hiding, immediately rebelled. Even so, unfortunately, her efforts were in vain, so that in the end, Tamara began to be locked up and then held in an empty warehouse. Even there, Pa again explained that he would make Tamara the material for his ritual.
Which stuff is real, right?
What, are you scared?
Merv, sit down.
I'm gonna get some.
Call Jerry.
Calling.
Long story short, when the night was getting late, something unexpected happened because there, Merv was terrorized by an apparition figure in white. And the thing that made him even more panicked was when the apparition figure began to appear in front of him. But even so, Merv still thought that the incident just now was his hallucination. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we are again shown to Pa, who is strangely fulfilling his perverted sexual desires by playing his own bird using women's hair and the bones of his victims. But when he was doing five-finger gymnastics, suddenly he was immediately startled by the sound of the door opening by itself, So Pa, who was afraid if the sound of the door just now was the act of Tamara, who had escaped, he immediately rushed to check it out.
Oh, hell no.
But after arriving at the warehouse, it turned out that Tamara was still in a state of being locked up, and even the ropes were still tied very strongly. Realizing that there were mysterious terrors befalling them, Pa suddenly thought that maybe his victim this time was an evil witch.
I ain't gonna hurt you.
Do you really believe that?
All the other girls we sent to heaven. So they can go to heaven.
The Lord wants you to be happy.
But if you're a witch,
So just please let me go. Kib!
Even when the night was getting late, Merv, who was fast asleep, again the apparition figure disturbed him. But fortunately, the incident just now turned out to be just a dream. After that, they began to panic again after seeing several posters of missing people who were known to their own victims and strange writings written on the walls of the room. So from here, they began to believe that Tamara was really a witch. Long story short, the next morning, the three of them then rushed to the place of confinement to purify Tamara or eliminate her magic power.
And you never changed.
While elsewhere, Jerry, who began to feel anxious because Tamara was difficult to contact, finally decided to look for Tamara by following her to her vacation spot. There, Jerry finally arrived at a nightclub, which was the last place Tamara partied with her two female friends. And through information from the bartender, he said that he had seen Tamara being taken by two mysterious men. In the previous place, after believing that Tamara had been sanctified, the psychopaths then began to rehold her. But when the psychopaths left, Tamara secretly began to take advantage of the opportunity to escape.
dear God, Pa always tells me I need to have more faith in you. Oh, I see.
And even though she had escaped suddenly, she was approached by Kib so that Tamara, who was already pressed accidentally, stabbed Kib using a pitchfork.
Dear God,
No!
And the incident just now coincided with Merv, who saw Tamara had managed to escape, so there was a chase. Pa, who heard a commotion, immediately rushed to check it out, and how shocked he was when he saw his son, who had now been killed. The incident just now coincided with the sound of a mysterious woman crying by the tree like a ghost. But when Pa checked it, he was shocked and immediately fainted. From here, it was revealed that the mysterious woman turned out to be none other than Brooke and Maddie, who had deliberately created terror. Even from the beginning, the two girls have known that Pa and his children are psychopaths who like to kidnap beautiful women. The two girls deliberately took advantage of the opportunity when Tamara was kidnapped in order to terrorize the psychopaths, in order to avenge the deaths of the victims who had been killed by them. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Tamara, who was still being chased by Merv, she began trying to find a place to hide. And when Merv was caught off guard quickly, Tamara immediately attacked him. Long story short, after the three girls managed to paralyze the psychopaths, they then began to tie Merv and Pa to a log, then proceeded to play a deadly game with them by telling the two psychopaths to escape for 16 seconds if they wanted to survive, and if they failed, then Tamara and the two girls would automatically shoot them.
Don't worry. Nothing that you wouldn't have done to us.
Made it a lot easier.
Trapped just like all those innocent girls fell into.
What does it feel like to wake up in a place unexpected?
Oh, you know,
And in the end, Pa and also Merv tried to escape each of them, but because the countdown time had expired, They both had to end up being shot dead by Tamara and the two girls.
No!
After everything ended, suddenly Jerry came to help by taking Tamara, Brooke, and also Maddie away from the place. At the end of the movie then, we are again shown to Tamara and Maddie, who are laughing happily because they have succeeded in killing sadistic psychopaths who always kidnap girls. And with a satisfying ending, the movie ends.